9 yellow cards. I bet you can't guess had the most. You, Danny. Did I? Oh, dirty Dan. Everton have picked up just 1 point from 5 games, their worst start for a season since 1994.
Hey guys,
Brentford
match of the
drawn
day,
all 3
baby.
games so far at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Commentary comes from Steve Wilson.
Should Everton lose today, it would be their worst start to a season for 65 years. The situation is stark for a club which is...
Yeah, it was. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, pal? Hello, Maxi Poos.
Matt Rurslev comes into a back 4, which is missing Ben Mee with a knock, and Kevin Schade injured his groin in the warm-up. So Keane Lewis Potter is called from the bench.
You had a good night then, boys?
First league game of the season. Sean Dyche managing for the...
Yeah, we're all good, mate. All good. All good.
Makes one change to the side beaten by Arsenal last weekend. James Garner is in for Arno Danjuma.
Yeah, I know.
Brentford have lost only one of their last 18 home league games.
I got Everton and Brentford on.
From Brantford, who had an excellent season on loan last season at PSV Eindhoven. Here's Abdoulaye Doucouré. Has support from Dwight McNeil. That's deflected off Rurslev, and Everton have a corner. 5 minutes into the game.
Don't blame you, mate. Don't blame you.
So the presence is better.
I don't know if I've been bit or I keep bloody itching.
It's a Ghana corner. Flecken. Boomer. Young to Ghana. Ghana's ball in. There's a chance for Doucouré. Scored.
That's a good goal. What's that, Max?
It's a really, really smart finish from Doucouré. Never quite dealt with this. Flecken got 2 fists to it, and Bruno thought he could run away with it, but Young was there. Garner's ball back in.
Oh, I bet.
Doucouré
Yeah.
clearly onside.
Big win for Everton. Yeah.
To tuck away the nod down from Tarkowski. Half volley. Sweetly struck. Brentford 0, Everton 1. It's only the second time this season Everton has been in front of the game. And that was when Doucouré put them in front of Bramall Lane in a 2-2 draw.
I bet it was. What's that?
Good head of that from Beto, and McNeil will reach this. Dwight McNeil for Everton, and that wasn't far away from 2.
Oh, that was close.
Well, this is what Beto brings you. It's a terrific head of that. Anticipated by McNeil. Almost brushed the post. Ivan Toney down there.
Oh, okay, Max, no worries. Cool.
Neil Mopé on loan at Brentford from Everton, and therefore ineligible today. Well, this must be the best 25 minutes of Everton's season, I would think. Tarkowski. Doucouré making the run. That's a good ball. Well taken. Oh, and he's unlucky. He nearly put the ball in exactly the same spot. Very unlucky not to make it 2-0 here. Norga.
I've only got this one left. Drunk all the others.
But instead he tries to thread it inside Young to Lewis Potter, but Young was there. Lewis Potter wasn't. Jensen slipped to Mbumo, and Jan Wissa ran straight away. Jan out to hit it. No, clever Jensen.
Oh my word, what a goal!
Matthias Jensen for Brentford. So frustrating for Everton. Moments after Doucouré hit the Brentford bar, the home side level through Matthias Jensen. They are taking this. Oh, I say, that doesn't look good for Brentford, does it? It's definitely onside there.
How can it be offside? I was going to say, how can it be offside? You can't score with your arm.
It's just onside. It comes through to Jensen. Pickford got a hand on this, and you wonder if he hadn't. Could James Tarkowski have blocked it on the line?
Yeah, we all got that.
Done, you know. the scoreline of Brentford 1, Everton 1 will be cause of huge frustration to Sean Dyche at the moment. Idrissa Gana again now for Everton. That's a good ball.
Yeah, Jordan.
Oh, just right. It's a brilliant ball from Idrissa Gana again to Beto.
Yeah,
And
Mondays.
he just couldn't find the finish. The run and the pass, outstanding. He's trying to dink it over Fletcher.
Yeah.
Idrissa Gana again is caught in possession. Here's Wissa and Puma.
Oh my! How did he not score?
And then Lewis Potter.
How did they not score? Oh wow!
Lewis Potter. And the chance to go.
I don't know how he didn't score.
Todos. Well, a kick back might have been a little pull then from Danjuma. It's been looked at and cleared. If this game does end in a draw, it will equal the longest run of consecutive home draws by a Premier League club from the beginning of
Yeah, we all got one, Max.
Derby County with 4 on the spin in season 2000-2001.
That ain't going to stop them, though, is it?
20 minutes of the second half played, and all you can really say about them is that they've elapsed. That's a corner to Everton.
It still ain't going to stop them, though. They're still going to do it.
4 times in his 2 seasons playing for Brentford in 74 appearances. It's Dwight McNeil with this Everton corner. Flecken was nowhere, it's in!
Oh, no way.
And it is Tarkovsky against his former club. Oh, he'll enjoy that. McNeil's corner. There are about 8 or 9 Brentford defenders in there. Some very poor defending. And Everton lead. Here's Mbuma for Brentford, looking to come from behind for the second time if they can. On Yeka's foul.
Twinzabi.
Brentford
No.
dangerously. Onyeka's shot blocked. And scoop goal by Norgard, and somehow Everton have got away with it. It was bedlam. But Everton survived somehow. Well, you need to travel if you're an Evertonian this season. No goals and no points at home. 5 goals and very likely 4 points away from home.
Go down.
Collins caught. Garner for Everton. Can he thread it through to Calvert-Lewin? He can. Big moment. Massive goal. Dominic Calvert-Lewin for Everton. Dominic Calvert-Lewin in the middle of the blue bundle. May well have won this game for Everton. It's a really composed finish. And
might do. I don't know yet. We'll see.
But Brentford shot themselves in the foot here. Collins caught in possession. The pass from Garner's lovely. The finish from Calvert-Lewin is very composed. And the celebrations are huge. And who can blame them? It's finished. Brentford 1, Everton 3.
Sean, congratulations. A win and a well-deserved one.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought a similar performance to the ones we haven't won in the sense of, making really good chances every season. We did that particularly against.
What did everyone cook tonight?
Didn't capitalise on it today. We did, and we
nothing really. Well, I had a pot noodle. I had a Bombay bad boy. The Bombay bad boy.
Very simple but very good play. And then second half, we did capitalise on a very good performance. I thought a worthy win in there.
Good win for Burnley.
Stood out for me that we need to do better. So we win and learn. So we learned a lot.
We won tonight.
I think we need to do better.
Well, I think we won.
2 goals.
I know.
Sometimes
Bruno
you have to
Fernandes
really
scored. I
sometimes
watched the
you're okay
goal.
on it, and
sometimes you're off it. Today we're off it in terms of passing. But we need to improve that. Football's a funny old game. Some of my own fans do it. I come on and score the winner today, and you get cheers. So I think as a footballer and a person in my position, I understand my responsibility, and I know deep down it's only because they care. They want to see me scoring goals and playing well. And like you say, no one's more frustrated than I am. So to do that today, everyone's happy and everyone goes home happy, especially me. So that's football, that is life, and it's a position I've worked very hard to get into.
Yeah, football's a better game when you're winning than you're losing, that's for sure. Excellent performance from Everton. First victory of the season. In fact, they got more goals and more points today than in their previous 5 games combined. And Danny, what was the difference?
Really good game plan, good energy, good tenacity, good quality too. They actually gave Brentford a taste of their own medicine in many ways. Many teams, and it was clever. You've got a big man up front, Beto. They've just brought him to the club. He's quick and he's strong. And you've got Decore, a willing runner. Early in the game, wins the first header. A little scare here. Decore using his pace to get in. Doesn't come to anything. But again, he's in there. This time, Tarkowski knocks it down and they go 1 goal up. Same thing again. Get it forward early. Don't try and play through when they're going to pressure. This time it's McNeil running off Beto, who did really well, by the way. He didn't get his goal, but he was a nuisance. He was physically really good and capable. Look, a bit of a nothing ball. Bullying the Brentford defenders, getting the knockdowns first. This is something we've done with Brentford on this show many times. And then there's the quality, playing. When you get up there, can you play? Can you get the ball in good areas? Again, running forward, trying to commit men more forward compared to the Arsenal game. He gets in, he tries a little dink and it goes past the post. But the team grew in confidence as the game went on. But again, second balls, flicks round the corner, playing some percentages, relying on the physical presence of your forward. They won 60% of the headers today, and McNeil there could have done better. Calvert-Lewin came off the bench again. I know he's had his injury problems, but we know he's physically capable. They win the ball back with a bit of tenacity, bit of belief, and when he gets in, he wraps the game up. So there were so many good things for Everton today from a offensive point of view, a defensive point of view, but mainly the attitude, application, and intent to get forward and try and win a football match.
Yeah, absolutely. You said there are a few players to pick out. You've picked out the centre-back, surprise, surprise.
Yes.
James Tarkowski, who was great at both ends today.
He's so dominant. He really is. And Braithwaite next.
I might do a bit later.
Him up a little bit to really dominate. He was a player I've always quite.
All right, why? Why do you say that, Jay?
And the way that he dominates, and honestly, I mean, he's so dominant at the back there. And they haven't been doing the basics recently, but now they are with him. And look at that for an assist, and it's a wonderful finish. But he's so dominant when the ball comes in, and he's got this in his locker as well. A nice little chip in here, lovely weight on it. Again, it's almost a carbon copy of the first goal. Look at that, Decore trying to make that run.
Stain in it.
This is decent as well because he doesn't switch off. That's a really important touch on that. And he's the leader. And they just couldn't deal with him today. But just not good enough. Another opportunities created.
Why do you reckon they've done another update then?
In each box. And another one of these that just whips it in. So I thought again, really strong player, good player to have. But this is the goal that he gets. He just goes in. It's just far too simple. From set pieces is really, really, really poor from set pieces, and this is him now the other end. He's basically saying that's not going in, and he's really, really strong.
Yeah, look a bit.
Calvert-Lewin as well, by the way.
Stain.
I'm really pleased for him that he got his goal today.
Yeah, he said that in the interview.
Might actually make me laugh.
Brentford, I mean, we've given them a lot of plaudits over the last couple of years, and deservedly so,
Yeah.
but they were off it today, weren't they?
They were. I think they've been so good at home.
That's funny.
Maybe
It's
a
quite
little bit of complacency, thinking that Everton are coming in poor form.
1 or 2 players missing.
Yeah, I know the goalkeeper's got a little bit dodgy.
You've got Ivan Toney, of course, still out.
They were saving everything. Like, well, they do what they're meant to do at the beginning.
So they're allowed a bad day.
So it's obvious, isn't it?
They have
You know.
more European Cups than us.
But at least the gameplay's a lot better, though. That's the thing. It does play a lot better than FIFA, though.
John McGovern wasn't available this week.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it either. But at least you know that the gameplay is better than what FIFA is, anyway. That's the main thing. That's the most, you know, that's the best and most important thing. But I know that the goalkeepers are important.
He's made 5 changes from their draw at home.
What's that, Max?
Including full debuts to the Argentinian Nicolas Dominguez and Nuno Tavares on loan from Arsenal.
Stain, fucking.
Switching to back 5 today. There's Alvarez with a bit of room, trying to set in Haaland, who went to ground. And Anthony Taylor eventually does give Manchester City the free kick. Lovely bit of vision for Alvarez.
Yeah.
Alvarez, long, hard look at this. Julian Alvarez. Oh, he made Turner make the save. Inside the first 3 minutes, the American called into action. The exchange is so important for Forest.
I haven't done a lot of it. I started it.
Think of Edison, his first touch of the game. Brief one. As he tries to keep things moving again to Rodri. Nunes running ahead of Doku. Walker's on the move. Rodri's seen him. Walker completely lost his man and Phil Foden did the rest.
Wow, what a goal.
Ruthless from Manchester City. It's taken them less than 7 minutes. And Phil Foden has opened his account for the season. Quite brilliant. First of all from Rodri. Look at the vision and the ball. Walker's well on. He knew exactly where Foden was, and what about that finish? Into the ground, past Matt Turner. And
That's a good goal for him.
He needed no second invitation. Foden finishing off 46 passes in the build-up. The season. Of course, he's already scored for Gareth Southgate and England this season.
That's a bump forward, I think. That's a go.
Cleared only as far as Nunes. Foden. Nunes continuing his run. Again, Haaland's the target!
Not again.
He runs straight to Matheus Nunes. Because the Portugal international put it on a plate for Erling Haaland. It's the quickness and cleverness of the move again. Forest could and should have been closer to Haaland. And once they weren't, there was only one result. And worryingly for Nottingham Forest, we've had less than a quarter of an hour. And Manchester City are already 2-0 up. Well, they had a plan. Putting it into place is one thing, executing it is quite another. Rodri. Into the feet of Alvarez. Now Doku. Still Doku. Alvarez!
Oh!
Fabulous football. Desperate defending at the end of it. Ineffective.
Yeah, shog it, yeah.
So well worked from Manchester City. Nottingham Forest get us in the way in the second half. Forest have scored in each of their last 12 Premier League games. They certainly need to score in this one. Progress to Gibbs White, and Rodri didn't like that. And Rodri would do well to just to calm himself. Gibbs White has gone to ground. Red card for Rodri. Goodness me, less than 30 seconds into the second half. And Rodri just seemed to lose his head and saw red. There's the furballs, face to face. Were the arms raised by Rodri round the neck there? Gibbs White went down very easily. Well, I checked it. The red card stands. And for just the second time in 72 Premier League games, Manchester City have a player sent off. And it's a very important one as well in Rodri.
Definitely younger.
Kante's header. It's over the top. Hey. Oh, now Ederson's going eyeball to eyeball with Awenini. Goodness me. Yellow card for the pair of them. Well, last week's top scorer for Forest did really well here to bring this down. Lifted it over Ederson. And then I think he felt Ederson caught him. Ederson got upset. And Anthony Taylor had to intervene. It's all happening in this second half. Well, they know their side just need a nudge at the moment. 10 minutes, 2-0 up. Lifting the noise level. Montiel.
Yeah.
This it's required, but he's been able to find Foden, and suddenly, in the blink of an eye, it's 2-on-2 here. Forest getting bodies back. Foden round volley. Still Phil Foden. Very good work from Montiel. And it needed to be. And as they've got to dig deep here, even with a 2-goal advantage. For a score in the 13th consecutive Premier League game. Make things interesting.
Yeah.
Mangala. Still searching for that killer pass. Well, that was a good ball. Iwanihi ended up on the floor. Nothing on the delivery. Foden. Certainly caught him. That's quickly taken into Ake. Haaland! Well, his look to the sky tells you everything. He cannot believe it. And the large majority of the Etihad can't either. Quick thinking from Walker. Lovely touch from Ake here. Just couldn't get his feet right and get over it, Erling Haaland. Hudson-Odoi. Oh, and that's a good save from Ederson.
They might do, yeah.
To deny Anthony Elanga. There's virtually nothing to do, the City goalkeeper. He's kept his clean sheet intact there. This is Bully. And that's straight out to Ederson. Well, they've only conceded 3 all season, City. But he was required here. Excellent reactions. The second one was more comfortable.
Phil Foden got man of the match.
City records 6 Premier League wins in a row at the start of a season for just the second time. And Foden and Haaland strikes maintain the only 100% record so far in the Premier League. It is Manchester City.
Minutes, 52 minutes, we're 10 against 11, so it's not easy, but yeah, we were fantastic in the term. So the way we played in the first half was amazing. So against a difficult side for the physicality, for the pace they have in front. So yeah, recover for the next one.
We want to become a thriving Premier League team that can make a difference in games, and like I said, there's not many times you have opportunity to do that here. And credit, you must say, Marseille, they defend the second half as well. For as good as they are with the ball, they obviously showed a different side today, second half. So so we go here, I wouldn't say a missed opportunity, because you've got to show respect to the first half and set his play. But knowing that there's some parts of the game where if we do want to grow as a team, we've got to do better.
These emotions in the game, and start raising his hand, so I was a little bit surprised when the ref showed the red bit. You know, a quick flash and the replay. So the referee made the decision. I stand by the ref's decision, but as a person, I don't think he's got that in him.
And after the game, I spoke to Phil. Phil, thank you very much for talking to us. Firstly, congratulations on yet another victory. That's 6-6 in the league.
Yeah, delighted with the first half was brilliant. Apart from the last 10, they found us out a little bit. And the second half is not what we expected because Rodri got a red card quite early, and it was like showing a different side to today. I had to dig in.
Bit dokey.
You were very close to that. What did you make?
It's hard to say. I've not watched it back yet. I've seen a lot of scuffle, and I'm not sure what went on, so I'll have to see it back.
I thought you might say something like that. I was talking about your goal, though, Phil. I mean, it was, I don't know whether you know this, but it was at the end of brilliant cutback from Carl Walker, and I have to say, an expert finish.
Yeah, I've been building a great relationship, even in the national team with Kyle now. I think we've worked really well together, and I've not scored yet this season for City, and it's something that I've been pinching myself a little bit with, and I had to keep making the runs and getting in the right areas, and I knew it would come, and after today I caught the ball well and delighted with the finish.
How hard was it to lift yourselves up again, to re-motivate yourself, having done so magnificently last season?
I think it's the leaders, the likes of Kyle, Ruben, and even the manager. They always want more. We're always so determined to keep winning, and I think that just feeds through the team, and everyone feels the passion, and we go into the field and try and express ourselves. And I think this year we've had a really strong start, even better than last year, I think. So we want to keep doing that now and keep playing good football.
Yeah, a lot of people discuss what your best position is. What do you think it is?
I think where I played today, on the right wing coming inside, linking the play, I think that's one of my favourite positions to play. So I'm really enjoying where I'm playing at the moment and enjoying my football.
Yeah, you got a big hug from the manager at the end when he took you off.
Yeah, I was absolutely knackered, so it was nice for him to show at reception. Yeah, it's really nice.
Well, thanks very much for talking to us, Phil. Wish you well for the rest of the season.
Thanks, Gareth. Take care.
Cheers. All the best. Cheers. He was terrific today, as of course was Rodri. Well, for 45 minutes, and then it all went a bit south for him. It was a mixed day for him.
It was. What we saw in the first half was another demonstration of his ability in all aspects of midfield play. I think he's arguably one of Man City's most consistent performers, and in the last 2 seasons for me, he's probably been the best holding midfield player in the world. But without De Bruyne, there's a lot of chat of who's going to open up defences and stuff, and he showed this part of his game. That is an unbelievable pass, by the way, to spot that ball to Kyle Walker. You never get bored of seeing that goal. This is what he does brilliantly, which is spot danger, put himself in positions where he's always stopping the opposition. But this is what he's also really good at. It's maintaining good possession and getting the team on the front foot when you've won it back. Here, he anticipates where the ball's going to go. He waits. A little bit of cleverness, positional play, gets the flick and they're out again. He's just got an awareness and an elegance about his play. When he's looking at his touch forward, through the lines, bang. That is great midfield play, making it look simple but being really productive with your passing. Here, Gibbs White thinks he's got him.
Yeah, I might do.
No problem, effortlessly. Little backboard pass from Foden, but not worried. I'm strong enough, I've got quick feet enough, I'll get us out of trouble. He very rarely loses possession, and he very rarely loses his head. Yeah. And here, I'm really not sure what triggered him, because although it's a nudge in the back from Gibbs White, there's no need for the hands around the neck. And once he does that, there's really not much he can argue about.
Collapse like.
I agree, but why give the referee an opportunity? Correct. I mean, the only person with a smile on his face when he went off was Martin.
Yeah.
And we know why that is.
And the reason it's the Arsenal game.
Yeah, that's right. No one's played more Premier League games since he joined Manchester City than Rodri in any team anywhere, which shows how consistent he is. And it will be a big man. He missed 3 games. He might come in, Calvin Phillips.
Big opportunity for him to come in, but they're big boots to fill, aren't they? Because he's been absolutely, Rodri's been brilliant for them. Such a patient player. He's protection in front of the defence while everyone's flying forward.
You cousin don't count.
You like him a lot. He reminds age of someone, Martin, you were
He
saying?
reminds me of Bergkamp because he
Wow.
starts.
High praise.
Well, he starts as a striker and he just sort of wanders into that position, and you're wondering like who's going to pick him up. And they haven't missed De Bruyne, which is massive credit to him. It's his intelligence of movement, really, the way he just wanders into that little spot. He's always looking for the space, always available, and they'll always find him. And he's always on the half turn, ready look just to go forward, looking for the big man up top. Stretches the back line. That's the little pocket. Again, body position. Look at this when he receives that ball, always on the move, just keeping things moving, intelligent play. Playing now at an incredible level right now. That ball there is a good one, and they might have scored again. Wonderful talents all over. He'll drift out wide, as De Bruyne does occasionally. Look how he just draws in the fullback, opens up to space for other players to run into. And this is Haaland's goal, which is a fantastic goal, finished. At this point, they were flying.
I love.
Who's picking him up? His timing there is beautiful. Just comes onto it, just doesn't quite get the finish. So the technique is all there. He's just a wonderful talent, great purchase, World Cup winner again. Looks sideways on. There's the two of them together. He's looking for the big man. He just rolls, dissects the defence with that pass, and just wanders into the box. Just couldn't sort his feet out quickly enough there, but he's got everything ahead of him. Wonderful talent.
Yeah, that certainly is. Manchester United have lost 4 of their opening 6 games in all competitions.
Oh my God,
since 1986.
Talk about bringing the chat down to a different level, bloody hell.
On Monday.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Burnley line up as the suspended Lyle Foster is replaced by Aaron Ramsey. It's a first Premier League for the 20-year-old side from Aston Villa, for whom older brother Jacob scored twice against Manchester United, including for United, a first start in their shirt for 8.5 years for Johnny Evans, taking over from the injured Martinez and bringing up 200 games for the club overall. Lovely tackle from Casemiro. Read what Roberts was going to do. Rashford, Bruno Fernandes with a dart forward. And Bruno Fernandes with the shot which Trafford beats away. Player. Accelerating away from Ireland. Now Taylor. Roberts. Vincent White. Roberts. Herring forward now. And he'll get there. What a good callback.
Oh, what a save! What a save!
So close to putting Burnley in front. Just needed to angle it that little bit further away from the keeper.
That was a great save.
But a good save nonetheless. Goodmanson has got space on the right. Plenty of room in the middle for Ramsey. Oh, and he's teed up the finish. Off the post. And Dooney's getting closer. Burnley getting closer. It's a measured attempt to put the ball in from Dooney. So close. Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes just finding some room on the right. Taylor blocks the cross. Manchester United corner. United now just starting to get their captain in the game that little bit more.
Are England still in the World Cup?
He's got a crowd in white.
Rugby World Cup.
Swung into that area and he's headed in by Johnny Evans. Now he's being looked at by VAR.
Oh, did we?
Have to rip this page out of
71
There
0.
we go.
Oh,
Big Burnley cheers. It's
okay.
goalless. Not this time, Johnny. So, fighting talk from Ten Hag.
Hey, good.
Ocean. Lovely work. Then he goes down right on the edge of the box. Great balance. Look at this. Such wonderful control in tight spaces. Burnley are just so easy on the eye. We didn't used to say that.
Who's bloody Wingland?
Evans.
We got a new team. It's Wengland.
Manchester United have the lead, having been up against it so much. This one will count. At times, his movement is like a ghost, the Manchester United captain.
It's Wengland.
Off he drifted into the Burnley box, and he only needed one look at it from there. Oh, that's taken the wind out of Burnley's sails, and it's a settler for Eric Ten Hag's team.
That's funny.
With half-time just around the corner too. He moves stealthily forward. He's onside. The pass is perfect.
Oh, what a goal.
The timing was excellent. The shot exquisite. Well, Evans didn't score one earlier, but he's made one now.
That's a great goal from Fernandez.
Oh, I bet Eric Ten Hag could watch that one again and again. Fernandez. Ramsey. Oh, he had the right idea, trying to get it out for a throw. There's the way it went. Manchester United happy to do a bit of quiet camping in Burnley territory. Delaware, McTominay gets it under control. Rolls his marker. Here's Hannibal. Trafford to Taylor. Bright blue eyes were lit up in anticipation of her first goal in the Premier League. Taylor. A little pull at the shoulder of Josh Brownhill. Casemiro the culprit. Burnley free kick.
Yeah, I'm back at work Monday, yeah.
Al-Dakhil. Oh, that's a well-timed run. Could be the chance here for Bruno Larson. And Nana has stopped it. And Rodriguez goes sprawling. Referee's not interested in anything. Evans is hurt. And it's caught in between Jay Rodriguez and goalkeeper Andre Onana. See the Burnley fans. The youthful ones behind the goal. All appealing. And they appealed in vain.
Monthly was.
Trezor. Taylor. Headed behind by McTominay. Burnley giving it everything they've got. Onana, oh, he was in trouble there. And he's lucky that it's gone over his crossbar. Sanderberger with the final touch.
I've already got paid. We get paid every not 19th of every month. So.
Rodriguez, the flag stays down. Rodriguez's attempt to pull it down and move inside is thwarted by Rafa Varane. He is offside. Dallo was playing him up. Missed the ball. Roberts. Trezor. Give it away to Hannibal. Rashford is moving.
That's a good ball.
Rashford is racing back to his goal. It's Rashford against Bayer. It's Rashford against everyone. And everyone got in the way.
Yeah.
Whole wall of Burnley
It's not
defenders
raining,
and
no.
rush back to block. Hoyland. Looked offside there, the ball never reached him. Berger's played it back into trouble. Hannibal. Dallo. Dallo delivers. Bruno Fernandes and Trafford had to get down. It looks like a job done by Manchester United now. Jordan Bayer.
8-0.
Sander Berger. Benson now. Amrabat has stopped him unfairly. Free kick for Burnley. They've got to load the box. James Trafford's just looked across to the touchline. He wants the signal to go. Benson had beaten Amrabat there. So here comes James Trafford.
2-1.
Try and make sure Manchester
Yeah,
United
decent
don't take all
scoreline.
3 points back to Old Trafford. Benson. Drinking for the shot, and the shot was on target, but Onana was in just the right place to catch it, to save it, to hold it, and to make sure that Manchester United have the win that they craved this evening, the win they so desperately needed. Burnley 0, Manchester United 1.
How much did you need that win tonight?
It's clear, of course, you need that win. And we had a tough series of games with very good opponents, and we lost them. And it was not necessary to lose those games, but we lost them. And today was then a very important game. It was a must-win. We knew that.
Pluses again, but in terms of the Premier League, is it a bit like doing a 3-year degree course in a month? Is that how it's been for you?
For the players, probably. I've done 11 years in this league, so I'm fairly familiar with it. But in the end, I think it's something we enjoy. I mean, losing is hard, but if you can process it in the right way, it's the best way to learn. And our players are improving day in, day out, and the results will come. That's the belief that it has to live in you, that the results will come. And tough fixtures means tough games, but we've shown good signs, and we have to keep the performances up.
There was a lot against us, and like the injuries, but also decisions, like tonight. I call it Murphy's Law. And I'm very pleased with the spirit in the team. It shows that the dressing room is together, and they fight together, and they want to transfer the way of play on the pitch.
Well, it was a crucial win, you think, really, for Manchester United. Just the one goal, but blimey, it was a beauty, wasn't it, from Bruno Fernandes?
Absolute quality. And I think we have to say Johnny Evans as well. A wonderful ball. Fernandes, this is the third is where he's clearly
Liverpool or West Ham. Oh, I mean, that's a tough one, to be honest. To be honest, I think Liverpool, because I reckon West Ham will. I reckon they'll rest a few players because they've been in Europe. So I reckon West Ham will not be a full force against Liverpool. I reckon they'll, save themselves for Europe. I think they'll save a few players back. I do.
But that is beautiful. It is, isn't it? And wonderful. How about that? It keeps his eyes on the ball. Made it look so simple, but a really important goal for Manchester United.
The young Trafford had no chance of saving that from the man from Old Trafford.
No.
It was. You were looking at Rasmus Højlund, weren't you, today? And as a striker, I've watched him in the first 2 or 3 games that he's played, and he's only scored the 1 goal so far. That was in Europe, but he looks to me like he will score goals. I like his movement.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought, the goal in midweek will do him the world of good. And today, although he didn't score, he got in positions that
no bloody idea.
like he should be in. And on another day, he's going to get goals because he keeps making really good runs. And actually, the rest of his game's pretty good too. So lots of positives from United for this today. Nice and strong. He's tough. We've seen that early in his infancy in the United shirt. He likes to put himself about. I love this. So you're going to show yourself why. Make the effort. Get in there. Then you can have runners off him. He decides to go himself, maybe a little bit greedy, but still, I like the movement. I like the thinking behind it. In here, desire to get ahead of the defender. Yes, the flag went up, but he's still getting in the right places. And this is the one. Great little bit of movement to the near post. One you loved yourself, Gary, and he nearly got his toe on it. And they're the type of thing, they're the type of movement.
You need to go.
Pass the ball out wide. Looking for
I'll tell you what, this
chat's playing away from home in the Premier League. Later in the game, you've got to be reliable, you've got to bring others into play. He's not scared of doing it. He doesn't mind doing that hard work. And Ten Hag, I think, really wants that from his striker. Somebody who's able to run down the channels and do a bit of this, which is pressing. You see the United fans clapping him after this because this is late in the game. Look, that's what he wants. Someone who's prepared not only to work really hard, but have the quality to bring others into play. And if he keeps doing that and getting more confident, because he's a young guy still, I think you're right. He's going to score goals.
A tough start it's been for Burnley. Can you see a way through this?
Well, one or two good signs, wasn't it? Koleosho was really quick out on the wing, looked decent, lots of passing, but it's in that final third where they just don't seem to have enough opportunities on goal, and that's where they need to improve. Just one point.
Costa was suspended. He looked a handful.
It's been really good for them. It was a blow, so they need to get him back soon. But yeah, some positives in the first half. They played some good stuff.
Okay. It's a bumper 5-game Sunday this week.
Has done it all at once. Can he get one over on his old side and bring Luton their first Premier League?
Pay Stadium, what the fuck?
To get up the mark in the top right this season. In a bid to change that, Edwards makes 2 alterations to the side.
Yeah, I got it here.
Chidozie Obene makes his full Premier League debut, and Alfie Doughty returns. Mads Anderson and Tahith Chong dropping to the bench. Wolves are unchanged from the side that shone in the first half over Ramadan in the second. Informed Pedro Neto already has 4 Premier League assists to his name this campaign. That's more than any Wolves player managed across the whole of last season. So Luton's second Premier League game at the Kenny off and underway. Rory O'Neill has warned his Wolves side that they will need to cope with the atmosphere and the feel of this game. Here goes Obene. Using that lightning pace against Lamina. Delivery is a decent one. The corner goes the way of Luton. And closed down in the end by Aït-Nouri. Oh, so far, yet to get in the game. It's been all Luton. Goes Morris. Open up for him. Urge to shoot. McKenna with throws.
Oh!
Luton's top scorer last season, rattling the woodwork with a superb effort.
What's up?
About this for a try from Carlton Morris. 20 goals he netted in the Championship last season for Luton. Thunderous. Lucky challenge by Bellegarde. Cunha will bring it forward for Wolves. Oh, bit of afters there.
Rowan! Rowan!
And it is a red card.
Does that cow come in? I ain't seen him for ages. I ain't seen him in ages, mate.
It is so senseless. And there is the little kick out on Tom Lockyer. And he's waiting to see if there will be a reprieve from VAR.
Yeah, because you know, we had purple, we had cow, didn't we? We had a good bunch. We had a good crack, didn't we?
You simply can't in the Premier League. You can't across football. And Jean-Richter Bellegarde is sent off. Wolves this afternoon just got a whole lot worse.
Yeah, they were, mate.
Oh, real mix up at the back there. And Kilman prevents Luton taking the lead. An eventual low fives between Jose Sarr and Craig Dawson, but they might have been hanging their heads. Wolves have lost theirs somewhat after that red card. It was all of Wolves' own making. A big second half for Wolves, and in some ways an even bigger second half for Luton. McCamber had to obey the referee Josh Smith, and Wolves will take advantage of that positioning. Lockyer up against Neto. Neto gets the better of Lockyer. Still going Neto. Oh, brilliant! Well, that's a turn up for the books. The 10 men of Wolves have the lead. Well, they were piling on the pressure at the other end, Luton. But it's that ball from Doughty. And Neto took full advantage. He's got so much still to do here. Glides past Lockyer and past Burke. And that is a finish that relieves some of his and Wolves' frustration over how this afternoon had gone so far. It's looking up now. Somehow, despite their performance, it's not going their way. Now, real ball two over there. Decision is that Molly Bell, although
Sorry, my God.
on the other way, or could have done at least. Neto's delivery was a good one and just about kept out not once but twice. Dawson keeps it alive. Wolves so close to doubling their advantage. Kaminsky there not once but twice. Teasing delivery from Neto. Lamina gets there first, battered away by Kaminsky, who stands strong for the follow-up from Kilman. Pursued by Mapanzu, and the slip will allow an camber in. Could it be costly for Wolves? Morris goes down, referee allows play to continue. Brown. Big shout for handball, it is a penalty. It's a Kabore's cross is blocked. And Luton have a way back into this match. Well, there is a deflection, but the arm is so outstretched. You're always taking a risk when you raise your arm that high. And this penalty will stand. Well, Carlton Morris has already scored from the spot this season. It brought Luton's first Premier League goal. Can he get them back?
I think it's because his arms are out in a weird position, I suppose.
It's Morris. It's into the bottom corner. It's 1-1. And the momentum in this topsy-turvy game shifts again. Right into the corner. And we're all square at Kenilworth Road.
Penalty. A penalty.
Only one thing on their minds, finding that goal to give them their first Premier League victory.
It's called a penalty.
Woodrow, Mapanzu, it'll break Kylie for Luton, and the flag is up and curtails Ogbene's celebrations. Oh, they thought they had it. He thought he had it. And Ogbene's goal chalked off. You can sense a tinge of desperation creeping into some of Luton's attacking play. Here goes Burke.
Joe Joyce got knocked out.
Ogbene. Burke. Wolves so deep. Saar misses it. And Woodrow. Oh, what an opportunity. And what a let off for Wolves and Jose Saar.
Yeah, the rematch. Oh, he got knocked out, did he?
He contemplates what might have been.
Wow.
Tried the cheeky chip. And the chance was gone.
Really proud of the players. And everyone
So does that mean Joe Joyce is going to retire now? Then is that it for him?
Brilliant. Support was really incredible. And it was a really positive day for us. You know, if we'd have got the 3 points, there would have been a top game. But we deserved it. You know, we were a better team throughout. I think when it was 11v11, I thought we completely dominated the game.
Oh, right.
And but Wolves got quality players, and if you don't take chances, and Wolves got players that can hurt you, and Neto did that.
We have to be honest. We had one last man when we scored. We felt that could take the win to us, because I think they didn't have that chance to draw the game. They had the penalty. You know, of course, they were above us all the time, playing, but we were with their consistency defending. And then with the penalty, they scored the goal, and of course, we wanted to win.
Look, we're not going to get carried away. We've got a point on the board today. It's a good Wolves side, like I said, after they've gone down to 10 men. We will see it as a bit of a disappointment and points drop, but at the end of the day, now we're off the mark and we're going to look up.
I thought the start was, to come here and play like that for the first 25 or whatever minutes it was and not get a foothold in the game and lose so many duels is not acceptable. So the lads are well aware of that. That needs to be fixed. That's the first time I've really seen that this season. So big disappointment on that. But I asked a big question of them at half time. And they delivered the second half. They should have won the game. I think that I can't get my head around the penalty decision. Just check the rules and it says clear change of trajectory on the ball if it hits the same player twice and hits his leg, then hits his arm. So if that's a penalty, we're in a real bad place with the rules.
We'll come to that penalty decision. I saw your newspaper column this morning, Martin, and you were saying that Luton need to attack more.
Yeah,
I've got a feeling they might have read it.
Well, I hope they did, because obviously, a game at Kenilworth Road, we know the importance of the home games if you're going to stay up.
Yeah.
And there was much more intent today, much more entries into the final third, more shots than we've seen at any point this season. It was a transformation, and they were trying to play the ball out from the back, basically down the left-hand side, really strong. Benny down there, and Doughty was quite magnificent on that left-hand side. So it's about getting balls in the box for them. And there were raining balls in there, get plenty of bodies in, good defending there to deny them. This is good play into the front. Morris going more central, Gary scored 20 goals last year in the Championship. And this is what he's capable of. He's got to be in those positions. Again, constructive balls from the back. This guy Doughty really impressed me. Just maybe he lifts that. It's difficult to deal with to get the right touch. But they just kept coming in waves. And this is what they've got to do if they're going to stay in the Premier League. It's going to be tricky for them. We know that. Again, gets a header on goal, but not quite what you want. This is an interesting one here because I really think this probably should have been a goal. Because you look out, he hits this ball, and Morris gets in the way, and we'll see from the other angle. I think that's flying into the back of the net. He doesn't get in the way of it. So much more intent. They changed a little bit second half. Of course, they had that opportunity of player being sent off, and they really went for it. Again, Morris a ball coming into the box. I think he does well to get on the end. He just can't get the power on it that he needs. But it was better. Albini again on the right hand side kept popping up everywhere.
It's all right. Luton's going to beat City anyway, so it's fine. Luton's going to qualify for Europe and then win the Champions League, right? And they're going to win the Premier League.
They don't need much help. It's much easier. They don't need much help. No, I think.
I won't see MJ for months.
The penalty decision did seem pretty preposterous to us all, I think.
It's saying something when I think it's probably the worst decision I've seen so far this season. Gary O'Neill and the Wolves play should be being apologised to. We shouldn't be getting excuses as to why they're trying to find excuses or reasons why they've given this. You can see from all the different replays the close proximity. We're going to go through it in detail because I think people are getting confused on the different
gone bed.
Handball. So mitigating circumstances. Trajectory when it hits one part of your body to go in towards the hand, and it's not a penalty. Then we can see that clearly. Has he played the ball there deliberately from his calf to his hand? No. Justifiable position. Well, justifiable position when you're stretching your body as far as you can to make a block. I think it's justifiable. No penalty.
Yeah.
The other thing that's a little bit confusing or a little bit bewildering is why. Okay, the ref's not seen it. It's quick. I get it. Why the VAR hasn't asked him to go and have a look at this, because you've only got to understand football to know that's not a penalty.
No.
We've been sent a still of that picture, which is not enough to justify the penalty. I hope
stills are very misleading.
But there should be an apology. There should be an apology here, shouldn't there? And Howard Webb is trying to build trust.
Yeah.
And I cannot believe for a minute that they can think that they're. How can that be handball?
That's not handball. That's not even a penalty. Yeah, definitely not a penalty. Definitely not a penalty. Now I've watched it back in like slow motion and that. I can see now where it hit him. But like, yeah, there's no way that should have been a penalty.
Fulham and Crystal Palace both had 7 points from 5 games. Roy Hodgson was back in the Palace dugout after being taken ill last weekend. Your commentator at Selhurst Bar, Jonathan Pearce.
You can't keep a good man down. Just 2 days after missing the Villa game, Roy Hodgson was back on the training ground, and no one would have been able to keep him away from a meeting with the club he took to the Europa League final. Mark Gay also returns for Palace after suffering injury on international duty, replacing Chris Richards in their only change. Alton Edouard has netted 4 of their 6 league goals so far. He only scored 5 in the whole of last season. Anthony Robinson returns for Fulham after missing the win over Luton. Ever-present Kenny Teffy is missing injured though. And Bobby De Cordova-Reid is preferred to Harry Wilson, who's started every game so far. They won here 3-0 last season. Palace ended that game with 9 men. William. Robinson to level 2. And then he goes for the chance here then for Pereira. I'm going close early on. Johnson had to work up. Lovely move down the left by Fulham, played into Pereira. Strong hands by the goalkeeper. Decent save. I know how Roy Hodgson was touched by a lot of your messages on social media. To wish him well after last week's illness. Midfield. Long now. Take by Jimenez. Now William. Still as gifted as ever. Into the gap. Pushed away by Johnson. Good strong hands again. Pushed it out to a safe area. But if Crystal Palace allow Williams to cut in like that and have a shot at goal, they won't be level for very long. Weaved his way inside. He'll save that. We're at the 33rd minute, and applause rings around Selhurst Park in memory of Josh Bashford. South Londoner crowd that says on the giant TV screen, Crystal Palace fan who was tragically taken too early at the age of 33. He's given Mendes. Good take, good effort. Squeeze wide. That's the best we've seen. Fine pass by Pereira initially. Look at this for a take. And you got the shot away with power. He looks a bit despondent. Schlupp. Decent first half, and they've got on the ball. That's a Mitchell's outside and went inside and wasn't too far away. Probably moving with the ball, moving with the body. Yard wide. Hughes. Schlupp. Good ball into Edward. Well covered, Tim Reed, well played. As he's there, then a jink away. And he's Edward. Flag is stayed down. And it's bounced up and over, and then the flag is raised. So wouldn't have counted positive for Crystal Palace in that he made the run. It was too early. Clear enough, he was offside. Do it not right down there, Crystal Palace. So with the chairman. Here's Mitchell. It's a good ball to it. Diop commanding against Essen. Okay, commanding. There against Essen. Mitchell pulls it down. Harris in there as he was found in there by Reed. As the move came in, well, he's got nothing of the ball, really. He's got his arms around the midriff of Eberezer. Has been checked. No penalty is given. It's good in possession. Hughes. Challenged by Dayton over Reed. Pereira to his left. Across to Pereira it goes, but just too far ahead of him from the right middle box. Pereira's kept it in. Palace has stretched. This time Anderson stretches to get it away though. Big chance that one for them to win the game. Dayton over Reed. Don't think he chose the right option initially. Look for Jimenez. I think he could have slipped Pereira in initially.
Don't know yet. I'll see how I feel. Get a bit tired now, to be honest.
Into Wilson. Across the face of goal. Willian. Five block by the goalkeeper and got down low. Calabria. On his cue. Good save by Johnson. William. It's the first effort they've had on target in the second half. Keeper got back across well and saved with his legs. Not the best of finishes by Willian and four by Calabria. That's the moment he waited for. Here's Jose. In behind. Mateta crept towards the goal. And Ben Leno made sure he held on to it. Might be the last chance of the game that hasn't had too many opportunities. Eze with the ball through. Mateta just onside, then on by Castagna. And the shot, the quality in the end to beat Leno sort of summed the game up.
I thought the start of the day was good. I thought it was the right start 11. I thought the team that started the game were more than capable of winning it. But we perhaps lack a little bit what they had in that last 20 minutes when players are tying to bring on the quality of players that they were able to bring on.
Overall, during the game, I think we deserved 3 points. We were the team that created more chances to win, and I have to say clear chances, at least how in the first half, that one from Andres, that when Raul squared the ball is probably the easiest one to score for Andres, and of course the chance with William as well. I think we create enough, but aside from that, I think we showed the personality, the quality second half. In some moments we pushed them really back, we controlled the game, good focus and good reaction when moments that we lost the ball as well, to control players like Marquette, Edward, when they change for 2, we can say it's always a tweet for everybody. Top player. And overall, we did really well, and if someone has to win this game, it has to be Fulham Football Club, because we were the best team on the pitch.
Eze seemed to again be the man that was most likely to make something happen. Do you think he should have had a penalty in the second half?
I haven't seen it, to be honest. I mean, obviously, I understood the shout, even from our players, was quite a vociferous one. I would prefer to win games not on soft penalties and some of these ludicrous handball decisions that we see. I'm rather happy if I don't get a penalty that way. But perhaps naively, I sort of harbour the belief that won't happen to us either. And I might be wrong.
Beautifully put, Roy. May I say?
Great to have him back.
It is great to have him back, making absolute sense as well. Fulham had their chances in that game. It wasn't that open, thrilling football match, was it really? But and Raul Jimenez had one or two of them. It's just not quite happening.
Nah, I don't like T. Can't stand T.
No, he's got the move to Fulham, and he started the last 6 games, and he's not scored yet. And following Mitrovic,
Nah, I don't like Ice T.
Mitrovic was and how many goals he scored for Fulham, especially last season. But he's getting himself in good positions, and you like to think, well, you know better than I, but as a striker, if you keep getting in there, you will get your just rewards. So he probably needs one to go off his hip or something like that. But occasionally, you have to rely on the service as well. It's an easy ball there. Yeah. Why has he not got his head up? Just put him in and give him a one-on-one. I think Fulham were the better team today, and there's going to be times this season where if they don't get a bit more ruthless in front of the goal, that's a good save, by the way. But if they don't get more ruthless,
it is T's to side. It's like cat piss.
You know, they were.
It's bloody horrible.
Relying on Mitrovic's goals a lot last season, hence the high position in the table and the comfortableness of the season, and not anywhere near the relegation. But if you don't score regularly. You're find yourself in problem, and this is probably the best chance. Just roll it across. I don't know who to blame, Jimenez or Pereira, maybe a bit of both, but that should have been the first goal. And yeah, I suppose look, these numbers. You're right, what you said earlier. Before the head injury, the goals and the games played is much better ratio. But positive signs.
I think the really positive signs.
Yeah, I think
some of the movement he's getting in there, he doesn't look like he's worried about it.
I think he's a really, okay, you've got to hit the back of the net. He hasn't done that. Marcus Silva's after that terrific.
Before we go, let's have a quick look at the penalty shout that Roy so eloquently put away. Really, it's nice to hear that from a manager.
It would have been a soft penalty. Absolutely nothing there. The referee makes the right call.
Yeah. It was strange for Palace today, wasn't it? Because actually, the amount of good football and goals they've been scoring, we expected a bit more today.
Okay, no penalty. Thank you very much, chaps. Before we go, let's have a look at the Premier League table. Manchester City are 5 points clear of the chasing pack after maintaining their 100% winning record. Manchester United climb to 8th with Crystal Palace and Fulham completing the top half. Luton's first Premier League point lifts the Hatters off the bottom. Burnley replace them, while Everton are 3 points clear of the relegation zone following their win. As you can see, the league table's got stuck. We do have a bottom half somewhere. Let's see what the Sunday papers have to say. These star highlights: Pep Guardiola's anger at Rodri after the Manchester City star was sent off. And the Express hails Bruno Fernandes's volley to a Manchester United victory at Burnley. Claimed it could prove a turning point for Eric Ten Hag. Well, that's it. Everton fans apparently are watching the show again. Great to have you back. It's nice to see you done.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna have a bit of a rest. I'm gonna watch a bit of TV before if I decide to come back on again. So I'm gonna chill for a little bit. Ryan, Liz. I'm not sure if I'm coming back on. Don't know yet. I'll have to see. But anyway, guys, have a good one. All right. I'll speak to you soon, guys. See you later. Don't forget, hit your like it and subscribe it. See you in a bit, boys. Peace. Love ya.